At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized, so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 350 plus programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Oh, July 23rd, the first day we wake up on planet Earth without the Prince of Darkness.
It's the smell of Ozzy.
Yeah, I mean, July 22nd will go down in music history, of course, as I'm out on the golf course getting the news updates. What crazy timing, as you said in our little text thread. What, 2 weeks ago, July 5th, was when he was at his final performance?
Right.
Absolutely insane.
I mean, it's the most perfect timing you can imagine. This man went out perfectly.
I couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more. You do what everyone knew was going to be your last show.
Right.
And then this all goes down.
Wasn't it weird, too, that Kelly Osbourne came out like last week, 10 days ago, something? It was like, hey, the rumors that my dad is dying or the whole assisted suicide thing, that's all BS. He's not. And I'm like, well, he was dying.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what happened? I'm so curious about what... It's none of my business, but I am curious what happened. I know he had Parkinson's.
I'm pretty sure it was just a full body shutdown.
Yeah.
He performed 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I
Couldn't
wonder,
stand up.
Right. And I wonder, because there have been recorded instances of just I'm done.
Yes.
Like if your wife passes or your husband
Right.
passes, there have been recorded instances of just I'm done. And if he got this final performance out, he got to do what he loves to do on stage. He did everything there is to do in life. He saw it all. He did it all. He snorted it all. He drank it all. I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing left. What else do you do?
It's interesting. Yesterday, I was talking to our friend Kelly Eric McGuire about this, and he said he swears some people can just hang on until a final moment.
Oh, absolutely.
He said his grandmother, she was going to pass. The last thing she wanted was to get together with all her family. They flew in from all over the country. This one date was planned. Next day, she passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After she got
heard
to
of
see everybody, and the next day she passed.
fathers hanging on for their daughters'
Yeah.
weddings, and a
Yeah.
week later, yeah, happens all the time.
Yeah.
So I wonder, I would not be surprised if there was, because obviously this last show on July 5th was a big deal, and there was a lot of planning that into it.
And he wanted it
And
bad.
So he just hung on until that show happened. And now it's all said and done. And, we'll talk about it later. We'll talk about it in 1 hour. But I believe that we have achieved the four horsemen of musical death. The Mount Rushmore of musical deaths is complete. But we'll talk about it a little bit more
Oh, okay.
in an hour. Right now, I want to spend about 60 seconds cussing thick the F out.
What did I do?
Oh. The poor
I'm
man,
not- dude,
he's mourning. What are you going to cuss?
He's mourning more than all of us, for sure.
He was a huge part of my life.
I don't
Massive.
doubt that one. I don't doubt that one
Oh,
bit.
my God. First concert.
But I'm so mad at Thick
Okay,
right now.
yeah, you got to cuss him out.
Oh,
Let's
my
hear
God.
So mad
what
at
happened.
There's nothing. There can't be. I would know it.
As we're closing the show yesterday, Kelly,
Okay.
I was Thick had asked me if I was going golfing, and I said no, going golfing on Wednesday because this was yesterday. So today, Nora wanted to go to the Hilliard pool. We were going to go chill poolside, and Thick goes, "Yeah, but it's going to be warmer tomorrow So you should go golfing today.
Perfect weather yesterday for
Yeah.
golfing.
Perfect weather.
Yeah.
And then you should go to the pool tomorrow.
Okay.
It's
Today.
gonna be 90.
It's gonna be warmer.
Yeah.
So we did. We went golfing yesterday. But the problem was we got a little bit of a late start, and I didn't realize when we made the turn, which is finishing 9 holes and you're getting ready to do the second 9 holes, they had leagues starting. And the old jerk starter, who was very mean, by the way, I was waiting to tee off on 10, but I see a bunch of people waiting, and I'm like, am I going? He goes, are you making the turn? I said, yeah. His response was, no, you're not. Excuse me, sir?
What?
Because the leagues were starting, and we couldn't. They didn't tell me when we started that it was too busy. You got the leagues going on. So, anyways, I only got to play 9 holes.
What?
Which meant we had time to kill. We had planned the whole thing out. I was going to make dinner. This was our timeline. We'll be home at this time. We'll cook dinner. We'll sit down. So we had time to kill. So we went to Johnny's across the street from Raymond Memorial there, and we grabbed a drink. And then on the way home, it wasn't quite time, so we went to Sloopy's.
Oh, no.
And then I ran into my boy Diesel, the bartender there. We played darts. Him and his boo thing, and Nora and I, we played darts. And Diesel likes to order shots. And I looked at the clock and I said, we got like an hour for the casino.
Oh, so this is all my fault.
All your fault.
Just because I said today's a better day to play golf. Oh,
and we got cut off at the turn. We got cut off at the turn, which means we had to go to Johnny's, which ended up at Sloopy's, which ended up at the casino.
It's a typical new world where nobody will be held accountable for themselves.
Step 1 is admitting.
That cab driver at 1 o'clock in the morning was like, hey, how you guys doing?
What? You were out till 1 o'clock in the morning, and you're telling me you can't go to the Shinedown concert tonight?
It was 1:30, but tonight, because now I need
tired.
sleep. Yes.
Well, yeah, now you should be able to easily go home and take like a 4-hour nap.
I'm going to nap poolside today.
I do think you should stop allowing Thick to reorder your life. You just do what you're planned to do.
I made one suggestion that yesterday was a better day to golf, and then now all of this happens, and it's
You've learned a tough lesson. Just do your own thing, or you are going to have you'll have a wildly out of control alcohol problem if you keep listening to him.
Whatever helps you sleep at night at 1:30 in the morning.
We got a lot to do and a lot to talk about. We're already running late. Let's get to Blitz Morning Trivia thing.
All right, $25 to waterbeds and stuff. Be the first one to text in the correct answer at 800-821-9970. We opened the show with the most appropriate Ozzy song I could think of to open today with, which was Goodbye to Romance. Tell us which Ozzy album that is on, and you've got the gift card. Good luck.
All right, Thick, let's get that answer for Blitz Morning Trivia.
All right, we opened the show with Goodbye to Romance. The question was, what Ozzy album is that song on? Either one of you know?
No, I do not know.
That would be Blizzard of Oz, his first solo album, which, of course, opened with I Don't Know, and then Crazy Train, and then Goodbye to Romance was track 3. Album also features Kelly's favorite Ozzy tune, Mr. Crowley.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. And Suicide Solution, which, I don't know if you guys remember, but there were parents who sued Ozzy because they claimed that song caused their son to commit suicide.
Oh, yeah, that's happened a lot. People blaming musicians for things. Don't play the album backwards.
Yeah, Marilyn Manson's been blamed for a thing or two for his music.
That too.
Dakota Lyman from Columbus, first one to text in the correct answer. He's got $25 to spend at Waterbeds and stuff.
Hey, real quick, we can't wait to hang out with you Friday morning because it is time for Christmas in July. In fact, we just got our first official donation, right?
I'm so excited. Mike, who works at Kroger in Mount Vernon, my husband sees him every day.
Okay.
And he loves the Blitz, hangs out, goes to all the shows, etc. Super cool dude. Sent my husband home with some card games, Jenga, Yahtzee, all kinds of stuff to kick off our Christmas in July. I'm so thankful. Thank you, Mike.
First donor.
No, I have seen...
Yes, open sneeze. God bless you.
We do have the Uno. We do have the Uno card game, and we also have the Monopoly Go. We've got the Monopoly card game. However, What is Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza? I might have to take this game. Are we allowed to take the stuff?
No, that's
from
not for
children's?
you.
Oh, it's for Nationwide Children's Hospital. That would be the rudest thing
It
ever.
would, absolutely.
Like, you can't take
you can't.
the stuff.
You don't get first pick.
We
for
might have to
Nationwide
cancel
Children's
you if that
Hospital.
happens.
That right? I like Taco Cat Goat Cheese Pizza.
I don't know, but
You
we've had a
slap
lot
your-
of texts about how much fun that is.
You slap
I know.
your hand down on a pile of cards. I mean, that's
That sounds fun.
cheese pizza. Like if the two things match. Anyways, that's really cool. Thank you so much for that. But that is just the first official donation that we have received. That does not mean we are done. That means we are just getting started. And this Friday, we're going to be out front right here at Blitz headquarters on Dublin Road. Please swing by, say hello. We're going to do the whole morning show outside, so you can come on by, drop off any new, unused, unwrapped toy, book, crayons, coloring book, movies,
Games.
what else? Yeah, games, obviously. The list goes on and on and on. So anything you can think of, if you have the means, swing by a store, grab a little something, drop it off for all the kids at Nationwide Children's Hospital.
Full suggestion list is up at 997theblitz.com.
Yes, please check it out, and we can't wait to see you Friday morning at 997 The Blitz. Yes, as we obviously will continue to celebrate Ozzy throughout the morning. I obviously think you're a much bigger fan than I am, but is there a more prominent or story that's in the zeitgeist than the biting the head off of a bat story?
I mean, that's what started it all.
Yeah.
You know, that's...
I can't-
really, like, everybody knew who he was when that
If
happened.
you don't even like Ozzy,
Right.
you know that there was a guy by the name of Ozzy who bit that head off a bat.
Right.
I mean, that's just how it goes. I remember he was on David Letterman one time talking about it.
1982.
Let's just get right to it. What I hear, you bit the head.
Oh, don't.
Bit the head off a bat. There, I said it.
What actually happened was I got a lot of weird people at my concerts. Like, you know, it's kind of rock and roll, you know. Somebody threw a bat on stage, and I thought it was one of these toy bats. So I picked it up, bite the thing's head off, and suddenly everybody's freaking out because it's a real bat. Because, like, on the stage set, like, the bat goes, like, asleep when the lights go on it. So.
So it was, for all practical purposes, a toy bat.
Yeah, but I can assure you the rabies shots that I went through afterwards aren't fun.
The Morning Blitz with Goose, Kelly, and Thick Rick. Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
I've heard of rabies shots right in the abdomen. I heard my brother had to have them before I was born. I heard they're just
And it's like a series of them.
Oh, a
Yeah.
long series, yeah.
And it hasn't changed. I think it's still the same, right? They still jab that
You
giant
have to
needle
do
in
it,
your
but it's
abdomen.
not as many. It's just a timing issue. Like, within 48 hours, you need this.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
That's insane. All right, so Sheetz, of course, the famous gas station eatery thing. So they've got multiple locations. And I am so jealous of Seven Fields, Pennsylvania right now. That's a city, Seven Fields, Pennsylvania. There's a Sheetz in Seven Fields, Pennsylvania. And they are going to offer free chainsaw slicing on any made-to-order sandwich purchased with a liquid death drink for one day only.
Ooh. So how is the chainsaw's going to eat up part of that sandwich?
That's what I thought.
100%.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's
there.
going to destroy that sandwich.
And I wanna
You're
watch
going to
it.
have to buy a second sandwich to eat because the sandwich you purchased to be sliced by the chainsaw is going to be gone.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
I'm all right with that.
I so want to see this so bad. This is this Friday, July 25th, from 2 to 5 p.m. Man, I want to do that. In fact, they have a promo for it?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
New chainsaw slice sandwiches from Liquid Death and Sheetz. Just when you thought Sheetz made-to-order food couldn't get any better, now we're offering the ultimate customization that everyone's been asking for.
Psycho good!
What would people pay to have their sandwich sliced with a chainsaw? $30? $50? More? Nope. You can have your sandwich chainsaw sliced for free when you buy any Liquid Death mountain water, soda-flavored sparkling water, or iced tea.
That'd be funny if you guys really did this.
No joke. Real chainsaws will slice real sandwiches for one day in a real Sheetz location. So hurry in and upgrade to a chainsaw sliced sandwich on July 25th.
Yeah, I want to do this.
That's what you want, are the Sheetz employees with chainsaws. That sounds like a great idea.
Okay, probably not that.
I would hope they're going to bring in somebody who knows what they're doing.
What they're doing with a chainsaw?
And will it be like a tiny
mini
chainsaw so it doesn't tear
How about
the
like the
sandwich
ones
apart?
that, like those electric knives that you cut through like a roast beef or something? Yeah, I like that idea.
I want to do this so bad. If I got to see my sandwich cut by a chainsaw, I would absolutely sheet myself. I want to go so bad. Story number 2 coming out of Toronto, where okay, so they say they knew this was going to happen, but if you knew this was going to happen, then why would you do it? The Toronto Transit Commission is making its fare inspectors act and look more official with new gray uniforms and a new title. They are now going to be called the, what's the word, Thick? Provincial Offense Officers. Basically, they are going to go around and make sure everything is up to code. Everyone's acting the way they should. But you've got the Provincial Offenses Officers, who now have a new acronym. The Provincial Offenses Officers. They are now the Pooh Guard. And everyone is all over social media talking about it. But here's the thing. They knew what the acronym was, and they said, grow up. Wait, when have you ever heard of society as a whole growing up?
Right.
Never. Ever. They said, we were kids once too, and the acronym was thought through, but the designation was not ours to begin with. It existed in Ontario legislation long before Toronto began using it this weekend. But I don't know if they jumped online or what happened, but watch out for the Poo Patrol that is now going to be going around Toronto. Keep an eye out for the Poo Patrol. That is your not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz.
It's the Morning Blitz.
It's time. Rock and Rumble. Kelly versus Goose.
On the Blitz.
Announced yesterday, just before 10 a.m., big show coming to Kemba Live in this moment with special guest Dayseeker and the Funeral Portrait, and we have got tickets. We would love to hook you up. 800-821-9970. It is another Rock and Rumble. Kelly versus Goose. We need 2 representatives who would maybe possibly want to win tickets because I'm feeling a big win coming. I'm very I'm very behind. What is it? 15, 17. Time out. It was just 15 and 11, and I won one in there.
I don't remember when you last won.
I didn't win one at all in there.
I don't know. I'm not cheating on this. Like, I haven't, fudged it or anything.
You won the last 2, apparently, because it was 15 to 11, and I thought it was 15-12. I thought I won one. I won. I was telling my Mexican friend how I won one. I won one, Juan. Juan, listen, I won one.
Do you want me to just spot you one?
No, I don't want you to spot me one.
I don't know. I don't keep track of that, so...
So apparently the score is 17, 11, and 4. Kelly has a huge lead, so it's time for me to win one. And I'm feeling like I'm going to do so this morning. 800-821-9970 if you want your chance to win tickets to see In This Moment with Dayseeker and Funeral Portrait. Blitz, hi, who's this?
AJ.
AJ, hang on, AJ. Oh, wait. I'm sorry, AJ. You called in first. You get to pick. You want to be represented by Kelly or you want to be represented by Goose?
Goose.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That is the right choice, especially today.
I'm not talking to you anymore, AJ. This is it.
You're not?
No, we're on a break.
Did you break up? Oh, you're on a break.
We're on a break.
Up,
Just
you're on
a break.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. You, AJ, you hang on one second. Blitz, good morning. Hi, who's this?
Alex.
Alex. All right, Alex. You are going to be represented by Kelly.
Awesome.
Yes.
So
He said awesome. All right. I love you, Alex.
So you're not on a break with Alex.
No, oh my gosh.
You're
Heavens
leaving
no.
AJ
We're
for
like
Alex.
No, we're a dream team, Alex.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you hang on. AJ, Alex, you hang on as we get down in the Rock and Rumble. What is today's category, Thick?
Just the intros.
Oh,
okay.
no.
So you're going to play a song right from the beginning.
Yep.
First person to name the song.
Yep. Gets the point.
All right.
Are we ready?
It's always the title of the song.
Oh,
that
brother.
Gets me.
You can't just give me the artist name. I mean, come on now.
All right.
You know. Are we ready?
Oh, we're ready.
All right, just the intros. Tell me the title of the song. Here we go. Song number 1.
Blackwater.
Daydreamer. Living on a Prayer.
No.
Only the Good Die Young.
No.
Young Guns. What the hell is the name?
Okay, we know it's Bon
Days of
Jovi.
Glory.
Wow.
Da, 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 da. Ozzy.
I'm singing it in my head.
Oh my gosh, are you serious right now?
I know it. It's from the movie Young Guns.
I have
Young
the
Guns
brain
2.
freeze.
It's out from the Young Guns too.
Only the names will change.
Oh, this is hilarious. I'm having the time of my life right now.
Just to get back home. I'm a cowboy.
I'm a cowboy on a steel horse. I got it.
No, I got
BS, dude. BS. I got it. Don't you dare try to claim that from me.
You were like, da.
That is BS. I am not accepting that. You know that you were on my coattails on that one.
I cannot believe how long it took for you two to be that close. You were like had to sing right up to the line.
We are both fired.
Okay. Let's call that one a draw.
All right, we'll call that one a draw.
All that to have a draw.
All that for a draw. Jeez.
That was very pathetic of both of us.
All right.
Wow.
Wait, I'm waiting for the text. They're like, oh, don't you guys worked at radio?
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. I can't believe you guys do this for a living.
Kelly, how many times have we played that on
You're
92X? My gosh.
You're fired.
All right, here's song number 2. Let's go.
Right.
Just the intros.
Oh, no.
Audio Slave. Cornerstone. Rolling like a stone.
Like a stone.
Like a stone.
Yes.
Got
I'll give
it.
you that. I'll give you that.
God. High five.
High five.
High
Excellent.
five.
All right. Goose has a point.
High five for failing miserably.
I think it's the first lead he's had in 3 weeks.
Shut up.
My brain is so full of doubt in myself right now. Like, I can't believe this.
My brain is so full of wishing I would have won money.
Well, you
at the
can
casino
just
last
throw
night.
out titles. Don't you know if you think it, just say it.
Okay.
All right. Ready for song number 3?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, here we go.
Uptown Girl.
Yes. Kelly got that one.
Oh.
I love that we can't name a Bon Jovi song. Well, Billy Joel, all over it.
All
2
day,
seconds.
baby.
Just go work at Warm FM or whatever other station there is. What's across the street? Go look at Sunny. Go work across the street. It's Sunny.
All right, tied 1-1. Here we go.
Bye. Even quicker that you named NSYNC and Billy Joel.
That's hilarious. Oh, Kelly's actually doing the dance. So's Goose. Oh my God. Let me get my phone out. All right. Kelly's up 2-1.
Which, by the way, NSYNC greater than Backstreet Boys.
Amen.
Nora will fight us both.
Somebody out there screaming at you guys right now.
Okay. All right, here we go. What is it, 2-1? All right.
My sister would tell you it's New Kids on the Block, so.
Well, yeah.
All right, here we go.
I Can't Dance.
Yes.
Woo!
Dang.
Yes.
All right, Goose, you got to get this one, man. You ready?
Space Camp. Brick House.
Yes, yes, yes.
I don't know what to say, man. All right, one more. If Kelly gets one more, she wins.
Sledgehammer!
Yay! There he is. All right, it is 4-2, Kelly. Again, you must get this one, Goose. Here we go.
1999.
Hey.
Alanis Morissette Ironic.
Yes.
Oh, you're coming back. You're coming
Look
back.
at this.
Oh, you're breathing down my neck. Oh, this is uncomfortable.
Need this one to tie.
Okay, it's hard.
Barracuda.
Crazy, of course. Crazy on
for
you.
you.
Crazy on you. Crazy on you. Thank you.
Crazy
Kelly
on
won.
you.
Woo, woo, woo. All right, break over. AJ, you made the wrong choice. Alex, you made the right one. Woo!
What, are you just taking over the show? Just announcing all the things? Go ahead, repeat yourself.
No,
go ahead. Yeah, they're on there. Go ahead. You tell them.
AJ, breaks over. I'm talking to you again. Who made the wrong choice, huh? You did. Now you've learned a tough lesson here today, AJ.
God.
Alex, congratulations. You're the winner.
I have never seen this incredibly confident Kelly Quinn before.
Wow.
When it comes to these games.
You're just berating AJ.
I'm not berating. I'm just
On a
gently
Wednesday
reminding
morning.
him.
Wait, what was that, AJ?
In all fairness, last time I picked Kelly, I lost.
Okay.
See?
I gotcha. I understand the logic, AJ. You're forgiven.
She knew that, and she wanted to prove a point.
I don't know, man. The way
Look,
she tore into him, I think she
AJ,
oughta,
I don't care what she says. I'm going to give you tickets too. All right.
All right.
Oh, sweet.
AJ, Alex, you will both be at In This Moment coming up October 19th. At
Alex, you get the
Camelot.
better seats, okay? Alex, I'm giving you the better
They're the
seats.
same tickets. Stop it. In This Moment with Dayseeker and the Funeral Portrait. You will be there October 19th at Kemba Live. Congratulations. Both of you hang on. We'll get you hooked up.
And now, the 3 things you need to know before you go.
Former Ohio State wrestler Sammy Sasso is facing firearm and drug charges in Pennsylvania. Police reports state Sasso was found to have 4 handguns and THC vape cartridges during a traffic stop in Nazareth, Pennsylvania last week. 3 of the guns were in a backpack in the trunk, one in the driver's side door panel. Now, you will remember that Sammy Sasso spent months recovering following a near-fatal carjacking in Columbus 2023. He was shot by a couple of teens, had multiple surgeries, spent 40 days in the hospital. Okay, so I'm the victim of a near-fatal carjacking. I go through multiple surgeries. I likely have some chronic pain now. Got my vapes, right? Got my vapes. Also, I'm afraid of being carjacked again. Yeah. Got my gun. All right?
Yeah.
If you're in Ohio, none of that is illegal. You cross over into Pennsylvania, then you get charges. And that's what's happening right now. They asked him, do you have a medical card? Because only medical's legal in Pennsylvania. Do you have a Pennsylvania medical card? No, I don't. Do you have a license to carry? No, I do not. You don't need any of that here in Ohio. You need it in Pennsylvania. So yeah, he's in trouble there now. By the way, Sasso was recently hired onto the coaching staff for the men's wrestling team at Lehigh University. I do hope he gets to keep that job. The man who killed 4 University of Idaho college students in 2022 will be sentenced today. Brian Koberger will spend today facing family members of the victims who will all give impact statements. Koberger will have a chance to speak, but is not required to. And then he is expected to be handed 4 consecutive life sentences for the killings of Maddie Mogan, Kaylee Gonsalves, Zaina Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin. Eric Menendez is hospitalized with what's being called a serious medical condition just weeks before a scheduled parole hearing with his brother Lyle. His attorney confirmed the diagnosis and is really angling for Eric to be released from prison right now because of what he's going through. You're thinking, what is it? Like cancer? Like what serious?
Something awful?
Now, I know this is painful, but it's kidney stones. I'm like, all right, bro. Way to overstate
You don't get a full pardon for kidney stones.
No. So I'm like, I get it. I know kidney stones are like really it's excruciating. I really get that. But honestly, I was like, is it cancer? No, it's worse. It's kidney stones. I'm like, okay. Okie doke. But anyway, he was moved from a San Diego prison to an outside medical facility for treatment. And as we know, the Menendez brothers were resentenced in May to 50 years to life for the 1989 killings of their parents. And again, will be at a parole hearing in a few weeks with his brother Lyle.
I don't know if he did what he did. I mean, he was found guilty by a jury of his peers.
He did what he did. It's just what's the reason behind it?
Right. Okay. You're right. You're right. If he did it for the reasons that the documentary said he did it for,
right,
I hope he gets out. If he did it for any other reason, I hope his kidney stone is the size of a small boulder and he has to pass it naturally. I don't know which one it is. I'm just saying one or the other.
I have heard it's a pain worse than childbirth. Now, I don't know. I've never done either. But
I haven't done it. Nora's had many. She was at work the other day and was like plop plop,
and you're like sweat. Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
Not that it was nothing. Right. But they came out.
I've heard people have to get them like pounded, like they do that.
Yeah, you get vibration so it breaks up.
And it's like pounding on your bladder or where are they in your bladder?
I can't even fathom what that would be like.
No, sir.
As a man to try
right through the urethra.
Okay, you don't have to use those words. Unnecessary. Like, do you see it? Does everything like expand around it? And it's like.
I don't think they're that big, but they are very painful. I don't know. I wonder what the biggest recorded kidney stone naturally passed is.
Right, naturally passed.
You would have to save that in like some type of aquarium, wouldn't you?
Oh, for
like a small little.
It's like all those blue rocks you put in with your goldfish. You just collect all your kidney stones and make like a little bowl.
Terrarium,
terrarium of kidney stones.
Yeah. All right. Those are your three things.
Ozzy, well, Sabbath there, but I mean, obviously, Ozzy at the helm.
It's all Ozzy.
One of the, I was just Googling, obviously not the only one who's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame twice for what he did with a group,
right,
as a solo artist, but there aren't a ton. There's a small handful. He's one of them. After I saw the breaking news yesterday of Ozzy's passing, I was like, man, to me, that kind of completes the Mount Rushmore of musical deaths. If I think about it, when I was thinking about it, the four people who have passed that changed music forever, that evolved the genre, and actually there's a fifth in there, kind of a side note, but I would say Elvis, MJ, Prince, and now Ozzy passing completes the four horsemen of the apocalypse, or the Mount Rushmore of musical deaths. The only other one I might change out would be James Brown, completely changing his genre.
About Kurt Cobain. That was pretty huge death.
That was a big
Chris
one.
Cornell.
That's big.
Chris
Cornell's not as big as Kurt.
Hard disagree.
Hard disagree?
I think he's the greatest rock singer in history.
I'm not saying talent. I completely agree with you.
I would talk about changing.
Yes, music. I would take Chris Cornell. I would take Chris Cornell over Kurt Cobain any day of the week.
I don't think
I would take all of his music.
I don't think Soundgarden changed
Soundgarden
from a historic standpoint.
Soundgarden was thanks to Nirvana.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so Kurt would
Nirvana
actually maybe
change the landscape.
Yeah, Kurt might have been bigger in that respect than Chris.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
I got you.
And again, I agree with you. I would take Chris Cornell over Kurt Cobain any day of the week.
Right.
But when it comes
Mount
to
Rushmore of,
changing the genre,
yeah,
I don't know if there's any bigger four than Elvis, MJ. I would actually, as much, if I were to say Prince, that would be a personal preference. As amazing as he was, I think James Brown probably changed the landscape more than Prince did. So I would put James Brown on there. And then, obviously, now with Ozzy, I just don't know if it gets any bigger than that. I would love to. If you've got one, 800-821-9970.
What about John Lennon?
See, when we were at Nasty's yesterday, grabbing a quick bite, and I heard some people talking about it, so I kind of brought it up. And the Beatles, John Lennon did come up. That definitely could be one that was up there. That definitely could be the fifth horseman, if you would. Carrie says Hendrix. We talked about that yesterday. Did he change the genre? Someone mentioned Bob Marley. Yeah, possible. Johnny Cash came up. Yeah, 9577 said Johnny Cash. That could be you could make an argument for Johnny Cash.
But I do think you're right. If we are talking superstars who absolutely changed the landscape of music, Elvis is definitely one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. There's no debating
There's no debating that. And Ozzy is definitely one. There's no debating that.
Agree.
Yeah, I mean, that was like the beginning of heavy metal.
Yeah.
Not only that.
Could you take MJ off the list? Did he change his
Michael
genre?
Jackson, no. You cannot take Michael Jackson off that list.
So we know it's Elvis, MJ, and Ozzy for sure.
Yeah.
So Prince is you have an argument about Prince? Did he change the landscape?
Change the landscape? That's why I said I would probably put James Brown on there ahead of Prince. As much as I love Prince, I would put James Brown changed the landscape for sure. So I don't know who else it would be. Someone did text in Freddie Mercury.
Dude. Well, if we're talking personal preference,
right, exactly.
I would 100%.
If I pick Prince, you're going to pick Freddie Mercury,
right.
Kelly. Like, I get that. Blitz, hi, who's this? Hello?
Could we say David Bowie? I mean, David Bowie was...
I think David Bowie was Prince before Prince.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's a changing of the landscape. I think that's originality,
all right.
which I can see, but I don't know if it changed the landscape. They definitely did their own thing. They had, like, unique projects, but actually changing the genre, I'm not sure. Doug says Hank Williams Sr., let's see. 9802 says Chester Bennington, and I really wanted to make an argument for Chester.
I think you can make an argument.
You can make an argument. Does it belong? I don't know. The new metal, the rap rock, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
And Linkin Park is definitely the end all be all of it, but did it change the landscape? I'm not sure. Blitz, hi, good morning. Who's this?
This is Paul.
Carl?
Paul.
I'm sorry, Paul. Paul, who would you make an argument for?
Jerry Garcia.
Okay, yeah, I mean, they're their own thing though. I think
jam band.
I think you can make an argument. For sure.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, they created an entire genre that is still thriving and alive today. I mean, those guys are still selling out stadiums, and I mean, it's insane what they're doing.
That is true.
60 years later, he's been dead for 30 years, and they are still gaining mass amounts of fans on a daily basis.
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. There's a valid argument there. I appreciate the call. Thank you so much.
Okay, James says Eddie Van Halen. Now, that, I don't know. That's a pretty big one.
That is a big one. Change the genre?
Well,
I mean,
changed it forever?
For guitar?
Yeah, but he's a great guitarist. But on a day where we're celebrating Ozzy, Randy Rhoads, had he not died, I don't think there would be any question he would be the greatest guitarist of all time because he invented a new way of playing. He did change the landscape of electric guitar playing.
Okay.
With pick harmonics. I mean, it's just phenomenal, and he influenced so many people.
But so did Jimmy by playing it upside down.
He sure did.
And then you ask Eric Clapton, who's the greatest guitarist of all time. He said, I don't know, ask Prince. I mean, so, just saying. 800-821-9970 if you've got one. It's 99.7 The Blitz. What are Gen Zers? They're 20-somethings, right?
Yeah.
Gen Zers?
Yeah, I mean, I think they go below that too, but yeah. Or maybe they are just young 20-somethings.
Yeah, 18 to 24-ish, somewhere in that.
Something like
20 to 30, something like that.
Yeah.
13 to 28.
But thank you very
13
much.
to 28.
Quick on the draw with the Googles. Thank you. 13 to 28. Well, if you call a Gen Zer, just know the phone might ring, and then you'll hear that little click, and then you'll just hear
nothing.
What is that? What is that about?
Apparently, according to this, they are so used to text messaging that they don't even know, like they just pick up the phone. They don't say anything. They don't know that hello is the appropriate way to answer the phone because of two reasons. One, they're so used to text messaging, and two, people don't really like knock on your door or ring the doorbell. You don't open the door. Hello. They don't use hello anymore.
The Gen Z stare. I've been hearing about it.
Yeah.
For the past couple
The Gen
weeks.
Z stare is like in customer service, where you walk up to a counter and a Gen Zer is working behind the counter and they don't say anything to you to way of a
help
greeting.
you?
Nothing.
How
it's
are
just
you?
they look up.
Right.
And
So
that's
this
it.
is now progressing over to answering the phone, where they Gen Z stare you through the phone.
I did see
They
a
don't
Gen
even say
Zer, and in way of explanation, a Gen Zer said that they're so used to getting robocalls, they're waiting to hear that weird that you hear when you know it's a robocall.
That's a valid argument.
Yeah.
That is a valid argument to be a reason to have the no hello.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not as mad now.
Yeah.
Because I was mad, but I'm not as mad now. Because that does make sense.
Yeah.
Because I've done that.
Yeah, you wait to hear
I see the random number and I pick up the phone and I'm like, hello! Like I say hello very angrily, waiting for whatever.
What happens? Does it make a difference?
No, because they don't hear the hello.
No.
On the other end, the system only knows when you pick up the phone.
And then you get the electronic sound and then hello.
Yeah. But here's the problem. I bring this up because in this article, this news article talking about the not picking up the phone without saying anything, there's a recruiter who does a ton of phone interviews, and something they've noticed is that Gen Z specifically won't say anything when they answer the phone. They can hear the breathing, they can hear the background noise, but they won't say hello. And so they're trying to figure out why. It's saying it's really not that deep, but that does make sense as we've all gotten so used to robocalls and sales calls now that you're waiting for that little
electronic
click.
sound.
I've definitely done that many times.
That makes a lot of sense now. Okay. You're excused, Gen Zers. 987 Blitz.
Hey, but that's how it goes. Millions of people living as foes. Maybe it's not too late.
Has to be one of the greatest business moves of all time. Let's get our family together and have everything recorded. I mean, it was one of the originals, if not the original, like family reality show, the Osbournes.
I would go so far as to say there are two versions of Ozzy. One is pre-Osbournes, and the other is post-Osbourne.
I would have to completely agree with you.
Not to take full credit for that, because I did read an article where somebody was saying, listen, up to the Osbournes reality show, we had the dark Ozzy, like the mysterious, the, biting the head off the bat Ozzy.
I'm the Prince of Darkness.
The Prince of Darkness Ozzy.
Yeah.
And once the Osbournes started, we got the loving dad, maybe a little bumbling, hilarious, family-friendly Ozzy.
Yes.
Do you remember me?
Yes.
March 2nd, 2002 changed it all. Ran for 3 years, and pretty much. Here's a quick side note. A lot of people think that Pat Boone sang the Crazy Train version to open the show. It wasn't Pat Boone. It was just sang in the style of Pat Boone by Louis Lemedica. Lemedica? However you pronounce his last name.
Lemon what?
Sharon!
Lemedica. Never mind.
Okay.
Speaking of the Osbournes, do you remember the moment that took place on the show where Sharon said, "Hey, why don't we add bubbles to your live show?" Take a listen.
Ozzy, there you go. Look. Tiny bubbles.
Bubbles! Oh, come on, Sharon. I'm Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness. evil, what's evil? I've had a bottle of bubbles. When do the male models go on and start stroking?
Yeah, I don't know if the Prince of Darkness should have tiny little bubbles floating around his stage on his live show. That doesn't scream Prince of Darkness to me.
Bubbles!
That's my favorite. Bubbles!
I'm the Prince of Darkness.
Now, it was just reported yesterday morning that Malcolm Jamal Warner, Theo Huxtable, unfortunately passed away in a terrible drowning accident while on vacation. And then, because that happened on Monday, we reported it yesterday morning, and then yesterday afternoon, we had the news of Ozzy, obviously. So a lot of people are thinking today something could go down, or you've already got Connie Francis who passed away. So a lot of people are considering that the third. But why do we always say death comes in threes? Well, it's all due to a New York Times article, or actually, I'm sorry, a lot of us looked into deaths in threes, but it was a New York Times article in 2014 that did a study and found out that since 1990, just 7 trios have died within a 5-day span. So basically what it is us as humans looking for like a
pattern,
a completeness, a closure of some sort.
Okay.
But obviously we've got 2025. Ozzy Osbourne, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and Connie Francis, if you want to consider it.
Well, you're doing days in a row. Connie Francis died like a week ago, so I don't think we can count her.
Within 5 days.
Oh, within 5 days.
Within 5 days, yes.
So we may have already completed the cycle.
Correct.
I gotcha.
Yes. In 2016, within 1 week, we had David Bowie, Glenn Frey, and Alan Rickman all passing away.
Okay.
In 2014, within 10 days, Philip Seymour Hoffman, Shirley Temple, and Sid Caesar passed away. In 2009, we had Michael Jackson, Farrah Fawcett, and Ed McMahon. Now, that was within 2 days. Because Farrah Fawcett and Michael Jackson were the same day. And then you had Ed McMahon. And then in 2006, you had James Brown, Gerald Ford, and Saddam Hussein all passing away within 5 days. So, there is a bit of a die in threes, but not. We kind of make it up.
Okay.
We look for that little complete circle. Now, does that mean if we get one today, it's kind of hard to argue.
Right.
I don't know who's on the chopping block right now. That's not a good way to put it. I don't know who is on the way out. It's not another good way to put it. But we might have something today. We'll just have to wait and see. 99.7 The Blitz. Is it just the fact that an icon passed away, Kelly, or are you just in a very dark mood? Because as we got off the air a moment ago, I was talking about how death comes in threes, or at least we think we do. It does. As humans, we kind of made it up. We kind of look for the pattern, and you're like, oh, I wonder who's next.
I know, and then I said, let's not say this on the air.
Oh,
but
my bad.
Here's what, because it's too grim. However.
All right, Kelly, here's the question.
Well,
if it were to be a third person, who would it be?
I mean, I think about death all the time, maybe every day.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not kidding. And now I'm not saying I focus on death every day, but it does pop into my mind.
Yours or
anyone's?
Anyone's?
It just comes
death
up.
In general.
I think about death almost maybe every day. I don't know. It's just a topic that pops up in my brain.
Yesterday, what was the fleeting thought? Well, I mean, Ozzy died yesterday, so you can't.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it's typically just like family members and
Boy, someone's gonna
friends
die.
and things that maybe people are facing challenges, and so I think about what's coming. I don't think that's that uncommon. Like I said, I don't wallow in a pool of death thoughts.
Right.
That's not how I'm living every day, but I do think about it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm thinking two of the most beloved celebrities who are 99 years old: Dick Van Dyke and Mel Brooks.
Yeah, I thought about Mel Brooks.
Oh, don't even mention that name.
I know, because he's got a
Dick Van Dyke. Meh.
Oh my
Don't
gosh!
mention Mel Brooks.
You sit down right now.
You would, if they were standing on a cliff right now, and you had to push one.
I had to push one?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm pushing Dick Van Dyke.
I would jump. I can't live the rest of my life being the person who pushed one of those two off a cliff.
No one would know. All right. So, but yeah, both of those. But it ain't going to be Mel Brooks because he's hanging on for Spaceballs 2.
Right.
It won't be him.
And Dick Van Dyke, that man will still get up and dance.
He will,
Yeah,
but
he's
he
in good shape.
did his Mary Poppins Returns. He's good.
Okay, you say full life?
Yeah.
Man, I'm glad you're not the judge.
You're 100. I should not be the judge at all. All right, so 99. You lived your life.
All right.
Who else is on the list?
I would say a couple of people who really are facing just very grim prognoses, and that would be Bruce Willis and Michael J. Fox. They both have very difficult health situations. Very difficult. My long shot, though, is somebody who gets in big accidents fairly frequently.
Your 100 to 1 odds.
100 to 1 odds.
Next death is?
This guy can't stop getting burned up and falling down hills. Jay Leno.
Oh.
That man lives a dangerous life.
You are 100. But it's not even dangerous. It's I'm changing the oil in my car and it explodes in my face.
Right.
Or the, what was he went for a jog or something and rolled down a mountain?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't stay out of physical harm.
But I do think that he must be extremely healthy because he has come back from those like stronger than ever.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
Tasha brings up a good point. Willie Nelson.
Oh. You know how... Okay.
Or even more than Willie Nelson, here's a valid question. When is Keith Richards going to die?
Never. He's going to outlive us all.
What? That man is a cockroach, and I don't mean that as an insult. I mean, that man can survive anything. He's going to be around forever.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Can you think of one, Thick? Who
Alan Greenspan. That guy's still hanging on. Dude's still hanging on, man.
What a name to pull out.
I mean, he's like 100 years old. He's still barely hanging on. I keep wondering about former President Biden, too.
Yeah, he's got to be close, too. Yeah.
And now he's got now that we know his medical.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, this is so grim. I knew we shouldn't have brought it up.
You're right.
You brought it up. And I said,
Off the air.
And it's funny because I said, are we doing a death poll? She goes, no, that's dark. But...
Oh, so Carrie says, what about Cher? Oh, Cher. Yeah,
No,
but Cher's not
Cher?
quite. She's not quite old enough
Are you
yet. I don't
kidding?
think so.
She's in her flipping prime.
She is
How
doing-
dare
she's
you?
you know, Clint Eastwood's doing really well for a guy 95. He's in good shape.
Yeah, Clint Eastwood. Yeah, Clint Eastwood's another one that probably won't. 6316 texted in and said, the Shat. William Shatner.
Oh, no.
He doesn't have any problems right now, does he? He's just
Not that I know of.
Yeah, he's just old. Man, Kelly, way to bring us down this morning.
I warned you.
Thanks a lot for that. It's 99.7 The Blitz.
And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
The Ohio State Fair gets started this morning. All is ready for the livestock shows, carnival rides, main stage concerts and performances, and of course the food. The fair runs through August 3rd. Advance sale tickets are $8 or $12 at the gate. Ride wristbands are $37. This is officially the 170th fair and the 175th anniversary of the first fair in 1850. The fair was not held during World War II nor during the pandemic in 2020.
Boy, they got 18 what?
Huh?
18 what was the first? 18. What did you say was the first year?
Oh, 1850.
That's insane.
Yes. Oh, it's been around a little for a minute. They know what they're doing over there now.
So
they've worked out the kinks.
That's how we roll.
They were still holding like the flamethrower cameras.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah, the dynamite.
Yeah.
Or the gunpowder.
Yeah, like you couldn't find a picture of someone smiling.
Every kid in the picture's got giant eyes from the explosion.
You even look back to pictures in the 70s of the fair. People were dressed up. Like, you weren't going to the fair in a wife beater or a tube top.
No, not at
You
all.
were kind of wearing some nice clothes.
Yeah, but back in the 20s and 30s, I mean, they were like Sunday
suits for sure, dressed up.
But I'm saying like 60s or so, you look, the Dispatch did a retrospective of pictures, and there were people wearing suits.
Yeah. And now when you see people parking, you're wondering, are there more wheels or more teeth on the car, in the car? Like, you're not sure which one is going to be greater. Yeah. Is it going to be like
over under?
Yeah, over under on teeth versus tattoos. What are you going to see more of on a person?
This is
Most
Ohio,
likely.
sir. We have good dental care here.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
When you get back to like the 1800s, you're doing like weird stuff in livestock.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Those are livestock, yeah.
It was just...
Yeah, like sideshows.
Yes.
Sideshows
Yes.
and livestock. That's it.
Yep. Or one big guy putting you in a chair and just like tilting you upwards. That was the ride.
Guy walking around on stilts.
Yeah.
That was the ride.
Did he have a handlebar mustache? The guy who lifted you up in the chair.
Absolutely had a handlebar mustache. For sure.
A doctor charged in connection with Matthew Perry's death is expected to plead guilty today in federal court. Department of Justice says Dr. Salvador Plasencia will plead guilty in L.A. to 4 counts of distribution of ketamine. He could get up to 40 years in prison. All right, let me tell you about this Seattle woman who is suing the U.S. Navy Blue Angels, alleging that the fighter jet performances caused the death of her elderly cat, and that she was unconstitutionally blocked from voicing her concerns on the squadron's official Instagram account. Okay, so here's what happened. She says the Blue Angels annual flight demonstrations over Seattle in August 2023 and 2024 subjected her old cat, Layla, her elderly cat, to experience extreme distress. It triggered her cat to have panic attacks. That's what she said.
I totally believe that.
The Blue Angels triggered panic attacks in her elderly cat, and her cat was already suffering from heart disease. So this poor thing ended up having to be euthanized after the 2024 Navy Blue Angels show.
Euthanized? Why didn't it? If it just either.
Now,
so it didn't just drop dead.
Right. So also, this woman claims, Lauren Ann Lombardi claims that she tried to voice her opposition over, time after time on their Instagram page, the official Navy Blue Angels Instagram page.
Okay, what do you want to say? What do you want to say?
Said, hey, I'm opposed to your air shows. It's too loud and it's causing my cat distress. And in fact, here are study after study to show that it causes humans distress, the loudness of it. So I don't want it. Well, they got so annoyed with her, they blocked her.
Great.
Completely.
Thanks for your concerns.
Blocked
Not
her.
going to change anything.
And so she is saying they're violating her First Amendment constitutional rights. So basically what she wants, and she's filed a lawsuit this week, she wants to be unblocked from their Instagram, and she wants her attorney's fees paid. That's it. Unblock me. Like, you file...
Let me sit here every day and post a comment on your Instagram page about how much I don't like your air shows and they're too loud and you killed my cat.
Right.
I remember my first full-time radio job ever was up in Traverse City, Michigan. And it was the Cherry Festival, which is their big annual July festival. And every other year, the Blue Angels come and they fly over Traverse Bay. And in Traverse City, downtown is 3 blocks away from the beach. I mean, it's right there on the water. And so when the Blue Angels are coming by and they're doing their passes, they got to make their turns. And in whatever year it was, 1999, 2000, whatever year I was there, one of the Blue Angels made a pass, a low pass, which on their turn, which was over downtown, they blew out a block of windows.
Oh, my.
The vibration, the speed was so much, it blew out a bunch of business windows. And I don't know what came of it. I think the Blue Angels had to pay, or I don't know, insurance paid or Blue Angels had to pay, something happened. But yeah, it's part of the air show. Because your cat has anxiety.
Yeah.
You just want to bitch and moan on their Instagram? That's what you want?
I guess.
Okay.
And she wants to be able to get back at it.
Okay.
All right, those are your 3 things.
Ozzy. I mean, come on. Like you said earlier, Kelly, there were two types of people. The people that grew up on Ozzy and rocked out on Ozzy, and the people that laughed along with Ozzy when the Osbournes came around in 2002.
Yeah, he became so widely appreciated after he was on the Osbournes. Being on the Osbournes, that entire family became enormous mainstream celebrities, when before it was just like, Ozzy's a hardcore guy and only hardcore people loved and knew Ozzy. I love the reality show version of Ozzy. Absolutely adore that version of Ozzy.
I've always wondered two things. One, seeing him on the Osbournes and wondering how he lasted another 20 years.
Yes, exactly. You thought he was on the precipice then.
100%. I was like, oh no, we're watching this man die on TV. But no.
I'm a psycho.
The other thing I always wonder too is, and granted, obviously, I didn't grow up in that household, and definitely didn't grow up in the window of fame like they did. But there's another Osbourne that people don't talk about. That'd be Amy.
Yeah, Amy. Yeah.
She wanted nothing to do with the show.
Yep.
She stepped away from it all.
Yep.
You have to assume that they collected and made a whole bunch of money off of that, and Kelly and Jack both definitely made a name for themselves on that show, but Amy wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
She just kind of stepped away. There is a great clip, if you remember this, from the Osbournes. Ozzy being the typical old man who can't figure out technology.
Weather in Afghanistan, 2,000 degrees and cloudy. What the am I doing? I'm stuck on the Weather Channel.
We didn't give the owners any written instruction. We gave them the remote controls, and then the owners figure out by himself how to work it, so that's how easy it is.
Jack! Can you get this television to work? I'm a very simple man. You gotta have, like, computer knowledge to turn the TV on and off. Jack! Why can't I get a normal TV, man? I press this one button, and the shower starts. I'm going, what is this? Where am I, man? Space age. And the nightmare continues.
The nightmare continues. Just your take. That is every person, a younger person, trying to program the VCR. I remember programming the VCR for my mom,
right?
Or teaching her how to get. When streaming services and apps first came on your TV, trying to teach my mom how to use those things. It's just the cycle, because it will happen. There will be a time where my 16 or 13-year-old stepson is going to have to teach me something new technology-wise.
There is certain ways to, if you have a certain remote, say you have the Spectrum TV remote, and there are 50 buttons on there, and if you're, older and you don't know, you need 3 of the buttons. And there's a special cover you can put on for elderly people where it covers every button but the channel change and the volume and the on-off.
Really?
Yes, that's it. Because it becomes confusing, honestly, when you're older and you're kind of...
what in the F is the blue triangle, red circle, and yellow square?
Yeah.
What do those do?
Why am I looking at that? One of them's a search button. I do know that on the Spectrum remote.
The only extra button I like is whatever it's called on your remote, but the return button, where you can go back to the station you were just at. Like if you're watching 2 shows at once and the commercials come on, you can switch to this one.
The back button,
and then you can you can go back to the exact channel you were on.
Yes.
But other than that, there's just no reason for it whatsoever. 987 The Blitz.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
Our first story takes us over to Belleville, Illinois, where a McDonald's manager by the name of Kathy M. Bledsoe is being charged with aggravated unlawful use of a weapon because she had an employee working for her at this McDonald's and asked the employee to take the garbage out. And for some reason, the employee said, I don't want to take the garbage out, which, you're not really, you're working. You don't really have a choice. If you have duties to do, you do them. And if a manager asks you to do something, you got to do it. Well, the teenager was told to clock out and go home. You're not going to do your work. Why are you here? Now, that could have been where the story ended. And it would have been totally fine. You're there at work, you refuse to do the work, so you're sent home. Learn yourself a lesson, you little teenager. But I guess this teenager told her mom or their mom what happened, and that's when the mom went up to the McDonald's to approach the manager. But why are you doing that? I don't understand. Well, things got heated, and that is when the manager pulled the gun and shot the mom in the lobby.
Oh my gosh.
You can't do that.
Jeez.
You're not allowed to do that. The mother was shot in the leg. Bledsoe was taken into custody at the restaurant. Mackenzie was taken to the hospital for treatment. Everything will be fine. No word on whether or not the McDonald's manager is keeping her job or not.
I feel like no, but
You would have to assume no. But it is McDonald's and it is Belleville, Illinois, so you never know. If you are a whiskey drinker, man, have I got a story for you. Or if you have a whiskey drinker in your life, now is the time to shell out some money, because the world's oldest single malt scotch has just been opened. The Macallan's 84-year-old cask has just been opened. The single malt was set to rest on February 3rd, 1940. And Gordon and MacPhail, a whiskey company, they have just emptied the cask, filling 125 decanters, 43.7% ABV. Like, that's one shot, not even a shot, maybe a sip or two. I mean, what do you have next? Everclear after that? Like, that's all you get is a shot or so. But if I'm not a whiskey fan. But if
I'm not either.
If you enjoy sipping on the whiskey, the single malt scotch, 84 years old. I wonder what that's going to cost. Does it say in the article here what it's going to cost? It doesn't say. It's got to be expensive.
Oh my god!
If it's the world's oldest single malt scotch,
incredibly expensive.
Yes,
you're probably going to pay $100 for a shot.
Or a shot, right?
Just a quick detour. Have you guys seen the Cutwater? People are getting so blasted on Cutwater.
Yeah, 2 and they're falling over sideways.
It's 14% alcohol, but they're like, I don't know, man. It's like they drank one and they had a blackout.
Yeah. Yeah, what is in that? It's called Cutwater.
I've never heard of it.
People are losing their mind over
canned cocktail.
Yeah.
I think they have a White Russian. And
okay.
People are drinking it and getting so hammered right off the bat.
And it's only 14%?
Yeah, right. That's 14%. Exactly it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But people are all over TikTok. I had 2 and then I woke up in my backyard bush. They have no idea what happened.
Exactly.
It's insane. So I do want to try it, though. I'm very curious.
Yeah.
That's your Not So Breaking News, 99.7 The Blitz. Celebrating Ozzy as we should today and this morning. I think probably one of my favorite, it's not an Ozzy quote, but something to do with Ozzy was, how long ago was it? It wasn't but 5 years ago or so, if even that long, that Post Malone, the pop/country artist, released a song, and he released a song with Ozzy. They did a song together. You got the hook?
Yep.
Thick? Okay.
Why don't you tell you what you want from me? Tell you what you need from me. Tell you what you want, girl. Why don't you tell you what you want from me? Tell you what you need from me. Tell you what you want, girl. Nobody likes me.
And look, you don't know what you don't know. I get it. But I had to laugh out loud when people were all over the World Wide Web and Twitter when Post Malone was blowing up saying, see, this is what I love about Post Malone. He gives people chances.
I know. Yes.
He brings people in and gives them the break that they need.
Give a break to Ozzy.
Excuse me?
That is rage bait. That's rage bait.
I
know. I remember it. I remember people thinking, we cannot be this ignorant.
But it was the Post Malone hip hop fans who are 16 years old.
But you don't know what you don't know.
That's exactly it. You don't know what you don't know.
Yeah.
But you can't help but get a chuckle out of that. Posty doing what Posty does, giving breaks to people in the music biz.
Look at him giving that old guy a chance.
Yep. Thank you, Posty. What would we do without you?
That's fantastic.
All right, let's get to Blitz Therapy, brought to you by Tri-State Men's Health. And man, I love this email we got because I don't have an answer. 800-821-9970. If you can help this person, then please call or text the same number, 800-821-9970. Let me pull this email up real quick. All right, here we go. This is from Lily. And Lily says, this is going to sound bad, but I need help getting out of a lie that has spiraled way too far. About 3 years ago, I started telling a friend that I had developed food allergies and intolerances, so I just bring my own food when we did dinner at her place. But the truth is, I'm not allergic to anything. The only thing I'm intolerant of is the way her cat freely walks around the kitchen counters when she's preparing food. It grossed me out so much, but I didn't want to insult her or make it awkward, so I just made up the allergy excuse. Well, problem is, she's been so sweet ever since. She's constantly asking about ingredients, double-checking labels, trying to make everything safe. And I feel awful every time it comes up. I never thought it would go this long. But here's the deal. I know what she's doing, but I still don't want to eat anything at her house because the cat condition hasn't changed. The cat is still all over the counters. So, do I just come out and say it? Or do I continue on with the lie? Is there a gentle way to phase out of this? Help me, please. Yeah, I don't know what to do here.
I think you got to take that one to your grave. I do. You got to stop having dinner at this girl's house. That's what you need to change. You need to say, let's just go out.
Let's go, yeah.
Oh, but then again, you've got all the ingredient. You have all the restrictions. You got to stop eating with this girl.
Got to just stop eating. I'd be like, come on. Pick your favorite Applebee's and let's go. You want spicy Applebee's? You want Australian Applebee's? You want Italian Applebee's? We'll go. We'll go anywhere you want.
I mean, I guess you could tell the truth, but I'm always...
You have two options. Break up or tell the truth. You going to stay with her? You going to get married?
Well, no, there's a friend. There's a friend. There's just a friend.
I'm sorry. I thought his boyfriend... Oh,
no, this is just a friend.
My bad.
But
sorry. You see where I was at?
Do you break up with a friend?
No.
The friend you can tell.
Listen, here's a friend you're going to have to... No, you take that to your grave. That you shouldn't have done it, but I understand it, and I sympathize so hard that I will say you should spare her feelings. She's trying so hard to make sure that she doesn't poison you with your fake allergies.
Yeah.
I feel like you're going to lose the friendship if you tell the truth, but I do understand why you lied, because that is kind of gross. I don't want a cat scooching their butt across like where you're preparing my food.
You should lose the friendship if you don't tell her the truth. You're going to go this the rest of your life as this is your good friend.
This is your good friend that you don't eat any meals with.
And she's going through hell trying to take care of your diet or whatever you can eat. You got to tell her the truth and tell her why, and she'll understand if she's your friend.
Right. It doesn't say in the email how close they are, but I know, like, if Scott had the cat crawling, I'd be like, dude, I am not eating food at your house. Look at your cat. And he was like, what? The cat's always on the counter. I'm like, I'm never eating. Sorry, I'll bring my own food. I would say that to his face.
Now, here's the mistake with the lie. You should have just said you were allergic to the cat, and that takes care of the whole problem.
Oh, then you can never go to the house.
So
and you
you
wouldn't have to worry
could say,
about
hey, I went to an allergist, and it turns out I'm not allergic to any of that stuff. I'm allergic to your cat.
That's not a bad idea.
So you want to counter the lie with another lie.
Yeah.
No,
I'll just pile them on.
Yeah, right.
As a general rule, I don't think you should be lying to people. However, I get that you were trying to save yourself from eating
kitty litter pod food.
Stuff.
If I'm somebody's friend, I feel like I have to tell them to get your cat off the friggin' counter.
You would say that, but it's too late for her. She already lied 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roger says, fake your death, move to another state.
I would just say, hey, good news. I had a miraculous healing.
Yeah.
But I am allergic to your cat now, so I guess we'll just eat at my house from now on.
Roman pulled a great Jim Carrey. The truth shall set you free.
That is right.
800-821-9970. What should Lily do here? Have you ever been in this situation? Did you have a lie that went on for a really long time? I would love to hear it right now. 800-821-9970. It's 997 The Blitz. Blitz Therapy brought to you by Tri-State Men's Health. Lily emailed in and said, look, I have a lie that's been going on for 3 years. I have a friend. We get together for dinner. The problem is she has her cat walking over the kitchen counter while she's cooking food and stuff, and I just can't do it. So I told her I have allergies. But the problem is my friend is so nice. She has started to look at labels. She started to shop at special stores to make sure I can eat the food, but I still don't want to eat the food because the cat is still on the counter. 3 years this lie has been going on, and Lily doesn't know what to do. 8960 Gabriel says, I told my boyfriend we should quit smoking cigarettes, and he did, but I ended up buying secret packs and continuing smoking for almost a year. Although we had a traumatic experience and I pulled out the secret pack in front of him and we both lit a cigarette. I ended up coming clean after that.
Yeah, maybe that could be it. You just kind of chill out. I don't know. Really, keeping up a lie is way too much work. It is. I feel like you should come clean, but you have to be careful about it. You have to be very delicate about coming clean here.
I mean, we all agreed a few minutes ago that if it's a close friend, you should be able to say, look,
yes,
your cat is on the counter. What the F is up with that? Like, that's disgusting.
Or
Come
even
on.
Say, you might be really upset with me, and I hope we can work through this.
Right.
I need to confess something.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let's say K-Vans text in, say, okay, so what happens when they go to the restaurant? What if she orders something she said she couldn't have?
Right, exactly.
The friend's like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, it's too tough to keep up this lie.
Aaliyah brings up a good point. What if the friend is listening to this? Well, let me tell you, if you are out there in Blitz Nation right now and you have a friend named Lily and she won't eat at your, or she comes to your house for dinner and she says she has special allergies and you've been doing special shopping for her and you have a cat and your cat walks on the counters, know that Lily doesn't want to eat at your house because of your cat. Keep your cat off the counters. It's disgusting.
And
So
don't be mad
there,
at
Aaliyah.
Lily. She was just trying to figure out how to
Right.
handle a difficult situation.
That's right. So, Aaliyah, we solved the problem. Lily, we helped you. We will tell your friend for you.
See, this is the service we should provide. Really. We should provide a come clean service.
Do you know what idea I want to steal? And I would never take credit. This is someone else's idea. But I saw it on TikTok and I want to do this so bad. It's called, his name is John, and it's John Brings Bad News. And people will email him or text him. And he will call them up, and he'll go, hi, this is John from John's Breaks Bad News. And they're like, okay. And then John just flat out tells them whatever the bad news is. Love that idea.
Your girlfriend is sleeping with your best friend, and the relationship is over.
I want to break bad news so bad. I think it'd be great. Just to get the reaction. So we'll start with this one. Lily's friend, she doesn't want to eat your house. Keep your cat off the counter. That's disgusting. There you go. 997 The Blitz. Oh, Ozzy. I haven't heard, I don't know if I've heard this clip before. Do you have the one where he was talking about who he wished he could be for a day? I want to hear what he had to say.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay.
If I could be somebody for one day, I'd like to be Paul McCartney or John Lennon. Because they lit the flat torch in my head. When I heard the Beatles, I thought, I want to be a Beatle. So I became Ozzy Osbourne, nothing like the Beatles.
Little different.
Little different.
But if they get you into music as a whole, then kudos.
So like they inspired him.
Yeah, absolutely. You will be missed, sir. I saw this article, and if you're a fan of Taco Bell, look, Taco Bell is basically the kings of making something out of nothing because they only have, 4 items in their kitchen? And they have a full menu.
36 things out of 5.
Right, exactly. Well, here's the deal. You think you can do it better? Well, they have just launched Fan Style. It's a new in-app experience that lets you create and share your custom order. Hola. So, what of those 5 items would you piece together to make something you enjoy? Here's the deal. Select entries are actually going to be added to the menu for a limited time. So, if you think you could come up with an amazing combination of meat, chicken, cheese, lettuce, tomato, sour cream.
But I can't add anything that's not already there, right?
Right, exactly.
I'm trying to figure out if there's a way I can improve the Mexican pizza.
That is my favorite item.
That's mine too.
At Taco Bell.
Dude, when they got rid of that, were you like not just furious?
I was a little sad.
Yeah.
I
didn't go back to Taco Bell until it came back.
But I don't eat any sort of beans whatsoever. So I get no beans, extra beef.
Okay, see, I like that. That's one thing I thought of. I wanted to get rid of the beans.
And then I also add extra cheese because I don't think they put enough cheese on them.
I agree with you 100%. I also considered taking off the ground beef and using the steak. Or you could have a chicken. You could get the chicken Mexican pizza or a steak Mexican pizza.
That's not a terrible idea.
You know? And no beans, extra cheese for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if the chicken might work, but I don't know if the steak would work because you wouldn't be able to compress it like you do with the ground beef.
Well, their steak is little pieces. I mean, it's no bigger than the chicken.
That's true. Well, again, if you're a Taco Bell fan, jump on their app and look for the fan style and design your own custom order, and maybe it'll end up on the Taco Bell menu. 987 The Blitz.
Ooh, aye. And now, all right, I'm listening. The 3 things you need to know before you go.
Kings Island starting to put staff together for this year's Halloween haunt attraction. The park's hosting auditions on Fridays and Saturdays beginning August 1st. They're looking for improv and theater actors, maze and scare zone actors, bungee jumpers, stunt performers, and more. And listen, as somebody who's auditioned to perform at Kings Island twice and never made it past the first round, they do have standards. This is no joke, people. This is a serious audition process.
What's the bungee jumping part of it?
I don't know, man. Maybe you could just go bungee jump for them and see if they like your style, and then they'll hire you to bungee jump.
Probably details on their website.
I'll have to look it up. I would do that.
It's for their Halloween haunt, so you're probably bungee jumping down toward people.
Down on top of people. Oh.
Should also be good at the improv.
Oh, I've done that. Yeah. I haven't done the haunted house stuff. I've done a ton of improv, but I don't want to boogie. Like, that's not me.
I know.
Yeah, you have standards.
I do.
Dude, I tell you what, I worked in a haunted house. It was a blast.
Really?
Yes. Oh, so much fun.
Okay.
You have to be available August 12th through October 28th.
Oh, every day?
And at least on the weekends.
If it's the weekends, I'm down. But
you also have to bring an up-to-date resume. Like I said, they have they have standards as well.
All right, yeah.
When you don't hire Kelly Quinn to perform at your park, like your standards are too high. Let's be honest.
That's true.
I don't even get past the first round.
Maybe try again. What?
I can see you doing it.
No, I'm embarrassed that I even did it in the first place. But I really, really wanted to work there. I really wanted to do like their theater stuff.
I think you make the perfect scarecrow.
You guys, let's just face it, I'm not good. I could be a scarecrow. I think that's what I'm qualified for now. And probably back then as well. But it did sort of shine a light on my inability to I was not going to be professional at anything that had to do with performing.
Go back here real quick towards your heater.
Okay.
A little further back, so you're not right in the microphone. Okay. Well, yeah, let's go look at scarecrow. But no, hey, I want to hear your haunted house. Like if you were like the woman in the corner, like you sit still, right, and they come around the corner, and you give that blood curdling scream.
Oh, scream?
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, I'm hiding.
Here we go.
Around the corner.
Blood curdling scream.
1, 2, 3.
Holy hell, that's better than I thought. Whoa.
Kelly! No,
okay,
I
that
can
would
do
work.
that maybe twice before I lose my
And then
voice.
you're done.
So I need to be really paid highly for each screen.
That was really good, though. That was a haunted house scream for sure.
Like, that would scare you, wouldn't it?
I actually, hurry up. I got to go change my underwear.
Okay. All right. We are finally getting a Coca-Cola that's made with cane sugar and not corn syrup. Now, this new version of Coca-Cola that they regularly sell in Mexico, called Mexican Coke, because it's made with real sugar and not corn syrup, we will be getting that version of Coca-Cola on store shelves in addition to the normal corn syrup version, which most people are used to at this point. Just FYI, Coca-Cola announced yesterday that they'll be available this fall. Yeah, just the regular sugar. I don't know. Whatever. People always talk about
it's. I mean, I only drink Diet Coke.
Yeah.
The regular Coke's too sweet for me. But the Mexican Coke is like, oh, I just got diabetes. Like right now. Thank you.
Oh, really?
It's super sweet.
Oh, that sounds good.
I don't know what's worse though. The syrup or the
I don't know,
I mean, it's all the sugar's the devil, man.
Yeah.
Man, my throat hurts. Oh,
I apologize for making you do that.
Scream again.
Let me tell you about this Clorox lawsuit, okay? Clorox has filed a lawsuit against IT services provider Cognizant over a cyber attack that happened 2 years ago that disrupted Clorox's business in a huge way. So what Clorox is alleging, Cognizant was running their whole internet, their online presence.
Okay, yeah.
They built their internet, etc. So a hacker called Cognizant and said, "Hey, I'm so sorry, I lost my credentials to get into Clorox's network. Can you give them to me?" And they said yes.
Oops.
So they're like, all right, this is awesome. And while we're on the phone, would you mind helping me reset all the network passwords? And they said yes.
Oh.
There is audio of this entire phone call. Yeah, so Clorox is going to win this. But apparently, this data breach that ended up happening ended up costing Clorox an estimated $330 million in lost sales, and then another $50 million to get the whole thing fixed. Because they literally never asked one time. They didn't ask a single time for a name, an ID, an employee ID, nothing. They just handed over all the passwords.
That's insane.
Is that nuts?
That no one asked a question
No,
like, hey,
not a single
who
question.
are you?
Like, hey, no problem.
Somebody's
Here you
getting
go.
fired.
Oh, for sure.
Somebody's in trouble. All right, those are your three things.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
Uh-oh, we're going to learn you some stuff today. Yeah, little tidbits of information you can take with you. I got some good ones today. Like, did you know the oldest evidence of humans in North America is from 130,000 years ago in the San Diego area?
Really?
Yeah. So we popped up first. We are definitely going to need to figure out a way to, lessen or deplete the trash we have, because it takes a surprisingly long time for your garbage to decompose.
Oh my gosh, some of that stuff.
1 to 10 years for cigarette butts. 10 to 1,000 years for a plastic shopping bag.
Yep.
200 years for a plastic straw. 500 years for a diaper. 2,000 years for a tire. And 1 million years for a glass bottle.
Wow. A glass bottle?
Yeah. I got some work to do.
You can melt down glass, though. That's the thing about that.
Oh, for sure. You can do a lot of things with a lot of things.
Well, remember yesterday we were talking about 50 years from now, things that will seem ridiculous. And one of them was these trash dumps, because we'll be able to reuse so much stuff.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Otherwise, we're going to end like Idiocracy with just piles of garbage that just fall over like like landslides.
Right.
If you've got pugs and you've hung out with other pugs before, the word for a group of pugs is a grumble.
A grumble.
A grumble of pugs.
Well, they do grumble.
They do grumble, you're right.
They snore.
The entire continent of South America is east of Michigan. So basically the entire continent is where we're at, like...
Yeah.
Basically from us down.
Yes.
The entire continent of South America is there. In fact, the continent is also east of Jacksonville, Florida. So
Jacksonville goes straight down to Panama.
Does it?
Or that coast, the east coast of Florida, would go right down to Panama. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
But isn't Jacksonville on the Gulf side?
No.
No, Jacksonville. No, it's Tampa. That's Tampa.
Yeah.
Jacksonville's
right on the east coast.
Yep. And finally, the opening scene in Saving Private Ryan, where American troops stormed the beaches of Normandy, cost $12 million to shoot. Wow. Just that opening scene. Almost 1/5 of the movie's entire budget was spent right there in the opening scene. But I will say this. It is one of the greatest opening scenes in movie history. Heartbreaking, but amazing what they did. There you go. Learning you some stuff on a Wednesday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.